guys, Logan here again with Lamaster Reef. I wanted to make a little video today to show off a few pieces of coral I picked up at a frag swap in Des Moines, Iowa this past weekend. I've been battling dinos in my tank a little bit, but I've made progress and things are looking good. So I thought it might be time to break out the camera and take a look at these frags. So let's jump on in there and look at them. Okay everybody, so I want to give a little bit of a full tank shot for just a second. As you can see, my sand bed is looking white again. There's just a few pieces of brown in it. Things are really looking good. I can't really tell you how I got rid of the dinos. I just really tried to irritate them as bad as they irritated me. So I just kept them stirred up and going down the drain pipe into the filter sock and siphoned them out a little bit and blew them off the rocks. And just generally, I tried to be as big a nuisance to them as they were to me. And I think I'm winning. So. Things are looking good, and I'm pretty happy, and hopefully I can keep them away. I did lower my lighting intensity a little bit, so I'm going to slowly ramp that back up, and we'll see if the dinos come back or they don't. But anyway, that's the full tank shot and what things are looking like. So now let's just jump in and look at the corals. Alright guys, so I picked up this little plug here that had some neon green zoanthids on it. It was really cheap, next to nothing. And oh, there's my tang, but picked it up. I can't remember. I think it was a $5 or $10 piece, and thought it'd be good. I'm gonna pop it off that plug and go ahead and stick it on that rock probably tonight. So zoom out here and we'll look at the next piece. Picked up this piece of forest fire digi, and the lighting spectrum in the camera is really not doing it any justice. It's red with a blue skin underneath of it, and it's really a pretty ugly frag. But it was again another, I want to say $15 frag, and I thought, why not? I'll take it and I'll pop it off the rock and see if I can get it growing on my rock, and maybe it'll turn into something that looks pretty nice. I've always been a fan of this coral. I've never really had a chance to grow in my aquarium, but I thought, why not give it a shot? So zoom back out here and come across, and so I picked up this piece of meteor shower cyphastria. Again, this was a $15 frag, I believe, and the camera's not doing it any justice. It's every bit the size of a ping pong ball. It's just gigantic, and I'm really hoping to get it to start on this plug that I've got it sitting on. You can see it kind of rocking around. My MP10's moving it, so I'm gonna have to kind of move it a little bit and get it to sit still, but I'm gonna try to get it to get on that frag plug and then separate them, and then I'll find a place maybe on my rock work to put it. I've always liked this coral. So we'll move over here. I did pick up this rock nymph, and it is pretty. I mean, it's just neon greens, blues, oranges. It's just a really pretty piece. I've had carpet anemones, really colorful carpet anemone in this tank in my previous house before I lost everything when I tore it down. And I thought, why not pick one of these guys up? It's about the size of maybe a little bigger than a $50. Yeah, probably a little bigger than a $50. So living in the rural area that I live in, coral buying is generally hard to do. So Greater Iowa Reef Society twice a year has a frag fest, and it's in Iowa and changes locations. But this one was I was pleasantly surprised to find out Jason Fox would be there with corals. So I took that opportunity to buy a couple pieces of his stuff. And this isn't going to do it any justice, but this is a really nice frag of pink lemonade. And I had these all down on the sand where the cyphastria was for about a week, and now I've kind of moved them up a little bit. You can see it's got good polyp extension. When I'm feeding the tank, it's just really comes out. And I was pretty happy that it had already healed a little bit and was encrusting the plug, so I'm really looking forward to that growing a little bit. You can see I've got a little bit of turf algae going on too. So this is the second piece of coral that I picked up from Jason Fox, and it is a strawberry shortcake, and it is a really nice piece. and the frag plug is totally encrusted. I've got it glued up here on my rock, right up against the rock, hoping it'll spread onto there, and if it does, I may try to pop it and put it in another location too. We'll see how that goes. I guess I have to keep them alive first, but so I was really happy with those two pieces that I got from Jason Fox. This acro here is also one that I picked up at the swap. I believe it's a Tenuous, I'm not really sure on that. It's got a neon green body and purple tips and just neon green polyps. And it's kind of an ugly frag, but again, it was a really cheap piece, and I couldn't resist it. And I want to say these two pieces I got from Jason Fox were both $40 frags, which I didn't think was bad at all. So I wanted to say something. I didn't buy this. This has been in my tank. You guys have seen it before, but this thing had not encrusted onto the frag plug when I got it, and you can see it's now completely encrusted, starting to run over the edge. I'm really looking forward to when it hits this rock and starts spreading on my rock work. I like to get stuff to spread on the rock work, and then I may move it even if I can get it going and get it somewhere else too. But so basically this video is starting to run on a little long, so I'm going to get off here, but those are the pieces I've got. The tank's doing pretty good, knock on wood. Hopefully I can keep the dinos at bay, and I've got some other videos coming out, some products I wanted to show and talk about, and as always guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.